I didn't see you come in. Welcome back to Froob World. It has been... it's been a little bit. I've been gone, doing things. I'll be honest, guys. I got sidetracked in real life between working and playing Ghost of Yotei, then playing through all the Injustice games again, and it's been a whole little while. Yeah. But I am back. I also kind of lost inspiration for creating for a little bit, but I've been hit with some more inspiration, so I think it's time to get back to it. And it's certainly not just because I have a goal of making 3 videos a month that I have been failing at. But here we are. Yes, this is episode... Yes, it is episode. I have not forgotten. Okay, yes, I have forgotten. But in all fairness, it's been ages, you know? I mean, it's been like a whole month or so. I mean, I've hopped on the server at least once, just getting things updated to the new things, which, by the way, so much new stuff has come into the game. We got copper golems finally. We got the shelves and stuff, which I haven't crafted any yet. I haven't used any, and I'm not sure if I'm going to replace the signs or not. I may keep the signs. I may intersperse it. I have no idea. What I do know is we are back at the base. We're not going to the games district unless I need to. Something happens over there. So this right here, if you remember from way back when, I think it was the 2nd episode, is the map that I created for where things roughly should go inside of our pirate area. And this is where my storage system currently is, and it is a major mess. I think it's time we finally move it into a proper building. We get the proper storehouse arsenal building built out. So I found this lovely stock photo of a old sort of colonial arsenal building thing, and I really like the shape of it with its hexagonal 2 kind of spires in the front and then going out to the side. I think that could really work for our storehouse, so that is kind of what we're going to be basing ours off of. I don't know if it's going to be fully this ripped from the image itself and put into the game, or if I'm going to kind of do it myself. I currently don't really have any bricks, nor do I have masons as far as I know of, so I may have to get some masons or go buy some from the shopping district. Well, not masons, but bricks, if there are any. I don't even know. I haven't been to the shopping district in forever. I mean, it's been a while since I've checked my mailbox. I wonder if anyone has left me anything. I'd be really surprised if they did. I think this was all here before. Oh, well, thank you very much. That's very kind of you to say. But I don't think there's necessarily anything new. I do need to kind of remove some of this. Oh, there was! Happy Spooky Month. Okay, cool. We're going to head our way to the shopping district just to check and see if there's any bricks, because that could make life a little easier, you know? And if there's not, then I'll just get masons. Whoa, what is finally happening over here? Looks like some shipbuilding, and someone's finally doing something with this area here. And also someone has a skyblock area going, oh my god, it's Nyan Cat. And is that an Easter Island? What? When did this pop up? Okay, we need to see this in all its glory. Look at that nose. That is a massive nose. It's just an Easter Island head. Oh, people on this server be crazy at times. And more pixel art. My god. This is adorable. I don't know what it's supposed to be, but it is adorable. Now, where would bricks be if I was selling bricks? I'm gonna look around. You know, guys, I was gonna go with regular bricks, but I kind of like the mud bricks. I feel like that might fit in with how my base looks already. Yeah, mud bricks. Oh, but I would need to get so much packed mud, wouldn't I might need to make a mud farm. Oh, I don't want to do that. Oh, but I need mud. I kind of like the idea of doing mud more. Could I intersperse? I don't know. Mud and bricks together might work. Does this shop sell mud? Will it sell mud? No, it sells books. Ah! So, thanks to Purple and Rubus, I have gotten quite a bit of mud. Probably more than I need. Then again, I have no idea how much I'll need. I also don't remember how to make packed mud. So, I think it's wheat, which, I mean, I should be good wheat-wise. I have a whole wheat farm, so if I'm not good wheat-wise, that might be a bit of a problem and a waste of a few episodes. Also, someone, I believe it's Rubus, has invited me to check out a tropical island they have built because I am a pirate. So that's fun. We're definitely going to check that out. It's this one, right? This is my wheat farm. I haven't been over here in a while. I haven't AFK'd, so I have no idea how much I have. Okay, I was kind of hoping to have more, not gonna lie. Then again, it's, you know, I haven't been running it, so I suppose 2 stacks and 22 will have to do for now. Oh, seems like they have gone ahead and invited me over. So let's go ahead and accept and check out this island. Oh, okay, here we are. Ah, oh, it's over here, the pirate area. Of course it is. Oh, I love this. This area was so cool. Wait, this is a different one. There's the main one. Then here we've got a new island. Oh, and it's got a little river running through it. Would it be a river? I don't think it'd be a river. Maybe more of a creek since this island is quite small. I don't know. Oh, look at this hut. Oh, this is cool. Oh, I love the chairs, the bar stool chairs. This is great. This is, oh, it's such good tropical vibes. Well, maybe you don't want leaves on your grill, but that's more of a me thing, you know. Maybe they like their dried vines. Who knows? Not huge, but built by hand and with care and love. It's awesome. It's awesome. Genuinely, I like it. It's got such a nice, let's take a look at it from above. It's got such a nice shape to it. Oh, it doesn't run all the way through, but it's like separated. That dang coral took a long time to get. Yeah, coral sucks to get, man. But he's got sea pickles in there to light it up at night. That's good. I need to do that as well in my area. Such a nice little charter boat. I like this little boat. This is nice. Little storage system, little campfire. Let's check it out with shaders. There we go. Oh, this is... Oh, yeah. Living the dream. Oh, look, there's another part there. That's really cool. I like that. You know, I'm really glad I've decided to go ahead and build the storage thing in this episode because quite honestly, look at my inventory. It is insane, and I just can't seem to get rid of it. This is even all of my stuff. It's all spread out. They sent a message as well. I'll do the other island and maybe give a house makeover at some point. It takes me a while to get stuff to this level of detail, though. Yeah, detailing is fun, but time consuming. All right, let's try and establish a bit of a palette. Okay, so the good news is it is 64 that I'm making with this. Why is it? Oh, because let's go ahead and make these, and then we can go turn these into bricks, which I do like the idea of this. I don't have a whole lot of clay on me at the moment, though I can probably get some. Let's just, why is that? Does he not? Oh, come on. That would have made things so much simpler. Why? Okay, it's got to be a 4x4, doesn't it? I kind of want to leave some of this. Let's see. About 26. Oh, that... Oh, okay. I got to make at least 4 of these. Okay, perfect. There we go. So we got 22 extra ones to work with. We got some granite, and I would love to get some actual brick as well going on in there, but let's see. This would be a great block above. How does that work with this? This is quite bright compared to this, and also a very different shade. This, I like this texture to this. I mean, they are pretty much the same block, but it's nice. I think this can work. This can work. We just need the actual brick. Let me go try to find brick. I like these colors together. This is great. Let's go ahead and chuck in. All right, I do like the spruce. I think the spruce is pretty good. See, well, I mean, we're using a lot of spruce as it is. I don't think I'm going to use any pale oak for this build, as this build is quite mostly going to be made out of the brick and mud, but I do want to add in wood for supports and stuff like that. And I want to make use of some of the shelves, especially since shelves can be used as, well, shelves, actual storage devices. I think it'll definitely be smart and in my best interest to go ahead and use those. Maybe not use them on the app. Okay, I've crafted that all into. Do planks? I mean, kind of. This does kind of work. I like this palette actually. I was gonna go with the regular, like oak logs, or not oak logs, spruce logs, but I kind of like the stripped. I like this. I think this is the palette we're going to use, and then we're gonna follow a bit of the stony design of this. So imagine this, but like two of them as a spire, and that's what it'll be. Oh god, my windmill looks so weird. Like this is just so thin. It's so paper thin. Okay, now comes the unfun part. We've figured out a rough design of what I'm going to build, or at least have the inspiration for it. We've got the palette, and we have the location. Problem is, this stuff is in the way of the location. As much as I would love just to be able to put this up around it, I can't do that. It has to be organized. This whole thing is a massive mess. It's got to be organized, or I'm never going to be able to get any other projects done, to be honest. This is going to take, a rough guess, probably 2 hours to do. I wish I could live stream it, but as of recording it, right now it is 3:34 in the morning on a Sunday. So I doubt many people are going to be awake. All right. I don't know if I'm going to time-lapse it or not. I'm just going to get right into it. I think I'm going to save the time-lapse for the build. We'll see how it goes. An hour, 45 minutes, 22.67 seconds later, and it's gone. The whole mess that was here is gone and moved into a temporary storage, which is looking, honestly, a lot cleaner, and it's moved out of this space. So now the only issue is I've got quite a few little friends here. You know, I've got a bunch of turtles that are here that I don't know why these guys are here. I've got a cow who's just been stuck here for days. I've got my happy ghast, and then I also have someone else's. I can't remember exactly whose, but I wanted a ride home from spawn, and this dude picked me up on the happy ghast, and he took me away, and then he was like, "Oh, by the way, this isn't my happy ghast. He's yours now." But he belonged to like someone else, and that person has just never come to get him, and so I have two happy ghasts, and I don't know what to do with them, and I can't remember whose it is. So there's that. We have my dog. We have Davy Bones, aka Davy Jones, or Davy Jones, aka Davy Bones. I need to change that. And then we have Hank Pumpkin the second. For some reason, I haven't named him. And these guys have been here pretty much most of the season that I've worked on so far. So I have no idea where I'm going to move them. I mean, Hank Pumpkin, the original one, was in this area for a long time. Pretty much, I think, since the first or second episode. And then he died, and, well, we've got Hank Pumpkin too. So yeah, I gotta find a place for these guys to move to. I'm not exactly sure where I'm gonna move my happy ghast. I honestly have no idea. But then I have to clear out this whole tree area and then smooth out this area here. So if I take an aerial view, you'll see I have a beach that kind of goes around, and I want to keep the beach. I like the beach, but it's a little bit messy with how it transitions into the whole area back here. So I'm going to have to cut down a bunch of these trees, move this all back, which is a little bit of a shame because I do kind of like the tree line here, but it'll all be worth it in the end, because while I do have to have a line of trees because they're going to be kind of like bordered defenses for these pirates, because the main city is going to be behind the trees, I need to move them back just a little bit so I can build my building here, because it's going to go probably from right around this corner here all the way to here, this corner, and then all the way here, and then all the way here. It's going to be a big building. I may have to actually move my crane. You know what? I might move it back a little bit. Just a little bit. I may move it to here and to here, so that way it looks like the crane is loading onto it. Hmm. I really don't want to have to rotate the crane. Rotating the crane would be a pain. Hmm. I could push it back further. I could. I might. I might push it back further. I think I'm going to start it right around where the happy gas is and have it go to about back here. I think that'll be a big enough space. And I do kind of want to get the happy gas, the copper golems in this. I would like to have them appear in my storage system and maybe help out a little bit. All right, so now we're on to the clearing the land and terraforming phase. And this took quite a while. It took about an hour to get this done, or at least the part that I did get done. We're removing all the trees that we can because we really have to push this line back. We also have to remove our snow golem, our horse, our ghast, as you can see me trying to wrangle those around. Yeah, that didn't go too well. I got mine locked up, but not marshmallows. And then we just start with the actual terraforming. I started to place a beacon down, and I just mined back to shave back the land, and then I filled in the water. Well, my base feels a little naked now, as things have definitely changed. The turtles are still here. Everyone else has moved away. That ghast refused to stay in with that one. I guess he was cooped up too long, so he's just kind of a floater out there in the wild. I don't know, he may stick around, he may not. I did figure out whose it is. It says it on there. It's Marshmallow. Marshmallow, if you see this, please pick up your gas. I can't keep babysitting him, otherwise I'm going to have to charge you, man. Yeah, we've gotten, I want to say, about a third of the way done, or a little bit more, maybe. Let me go into the actual free cam, F4. We've got it knocked back to here. I want to get it just a little bit more shaved off right to here. But I am a little worried about this terrain. See, the thing is, I'm not great when it comes to terraforming. I've only ever worked on terraforming a little bit here and there. So this will be an interesting challenge. I think I am going to keep this as a bit of a cliff here. I think I'm going to change it from the sand, make it into a bit of a stony spire. For a second, I thought that was a creeper. Copper rod's apparently oxidized now. That's pretty neat. But yeah, we need to knock this off just a little bit more, and then we can start building. But that's already taken me like an hour just to do this little bit here. I even brought in a beacon after a bit, but it wasn't even the mining that took the most. It was those. Moving everything out of the way took more time than actually mining it. But yeah, I'm going to knock it back to, let's see, about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 more blocks, I want to say. So if I do a straight line all the way over, we'll just speed this up in post. If you can hear my voice through the speed up, hello, subscribe. If you can't make it out, well, that's fine. We're just going to speed this up, speed it along, and if Editor Austin doesn't, then I'ma look like a fool. Don't you do that to me, 'cause that's not cool. Almost done. Can I keep singing? I don't think I can. This song is almost done, 'cause so am I. Come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go. The final block. Alright, so let's take a look what that looks like. Does that... Oh yeah, right there should be plenty. And then we can kind of just gradually transform this area back. Because I do want to get it to be more podzol. Right now it's very splotchy between this and the green. But I do want to change the green to be all podzol, which is going to take a while. And I either need a lot, because I don't know if podzol actually grows or not. So yeah, podzol does not grow. Wow, it's really nice to see this base from above sometimes. But podzol does not grow on its own and spread out, so I'm going to have to go in with the whole tree method again. The good news is I got quite a lot of trees already that I've cut down. So since I do plan on removing these all anyways, and then eventually putting back a layer that I'll need, because while these have served their purpose fairly well so far, and I do plan to have a layer of trees here as defense to kind of throw attackers off. They'll see the portland, and then the more undefended areas is in the back behind the trees, so it adds a little bit more defense, I guess. So it's less undefended. I don't know what I'm saying. It's currently 6:54 in the morning, and I've been doing this since like 3 in the morning, so I've spent 3 hours so far on this episode. A little behind the scenes for you guys. I need to remove a bunch of stuff, then plant a bunch of trees. I think I'm going to move all of these trees over to this area where the tree farm is, which you can't see right now because of this. Ooh, don't look there. We do not want an x-ray. Alright, so I've done a little bit of terraforming, kind of gotten a bit more of a nice curve going compared to the just straight flatness that it was. It's still got a little bit of that edge there you can see here. I think I need to bring either this out more or take it back a little bit, but I've gone ahead and kind of smoothed out the transition here a bit by adding some more planks to kind of be like rampways up, and then I've added some smooth sandstone here just to make it an easier step up. And then I've also moved my nether portal. Built this little hut. It's very much based off these. It's very close to the water, so I've got some of the wood breaking down and algae growing all over it. But yeah, this is the new nether portal. It was right here, but I moved it over here. Created this nice little indent here for it. So yeah, there's a bit of progress being done. Now, just to build out the actual storage system, which I'm a little bit, now that it's getting closer, I'm a little bit hesitant about. I'm a little bit like, I gotta get started and place some blocks so that way I can just shake this off and plow right through it. I think I'm going to mark out, maybe using cobblestone or something a bit quicker than that, maybe scaffolding, just to, well, no, that wouldn't work. Scaffolding doesn't break just like that. I mean, it does, but, you know, not when it's just placed off the ground. And just kind of mark out the exact shape that I want for it. So, after 3 days of building, I am almost finished with this build. There's just moving my stuff inside of it and a little bit more detailing around to work on. But for the most part, the build is done, and I'm going to take you through it because there's a lot that I didn't show that happened on the time lapse as well. This is it. This is the storage house slash armory. And the design has definitely changed from what I originally had in mind when I first started building this area, but there's still a tiny bit of elements from it, as well as there's new lore that I've kind of added to the area in of itself, and we all love lore, don't we? Lore is just the best. Hello, Happy Gast. So, first and foremost, I kind of ran out of mud bricks. It was mostly wheat that just kept getting in the way, and I was getting so frustrated. I was like, I want to be done. And that led to one of the most fun things I could have come up with, I feel, which is having it be in a state of disrepair. So this isn't pristine. This is more like this part is older than everything else here. It has fallen down. These guys have kind of moved here. They've moved inside, and they're kind of rebuilding the framework around the build that they've put inside to kind of reinforce things. We'll get into the inside in just a moment. So we've got a bunch of shutters. Since this is an armory, it has cannons up top, which I can show you here. Then it's got iron bars on the windows, a little bit of guarders here to kind of, be able to fire down upon people without being hit yourself. But since it's in disrepair, we've got scaffolding all over the place. We've got chunks of the building that are missing. We've got that area up there where things are being loaded across. More scaffolding over on this side, little chunks of disrepair here and there. On the back side, again, more scaffolding. This part, I really ran out of mud at this point. So I was like, okay, scaffolding. And that's what we got there. I want to put a few little workbenches over here, make it seem a bit more like this is an area that is being worked on. We got vines that have grown over here. We've got little log piles on both sides. There's definitely a pathway that has to be built through here, but we've got drag marks in the sand where they would have dragged the logs across. And here's a part that I messed up while I was building it. I didn't notice that I did not line it up properly, because this is kind of the focal point that I've had of my base this entire time. Is like, well, my base is, much bigger, but at least for the pier, this is the focal point. This is the straight on part. It's a few blocks to the left or to the right. And by the time I noticed that, I was too far into the build. I was like, all right, we're gonna just say that, because this happens in real life all the time. Things don't line up perfectly all the time. And I'm not tearing it down and rebuilding. So let's go inside. God, I love these shelves, by the way. The shelves have been used heavily in this build. Like, it is the number one block I have used in this build, next to mud, I think. So we've got lovely shelves, which these are all functional because they are shelves. But we've also got copper golems walking around to try to sort things. And, they're adorable, but man, are they not the brightest. So I'm going to definitely have to put all my items inside of these chests first to organize it, and then have them come in whenever I can just place items inside of these chests. So, like, this is all kind of manually sorted, and then they would just kind of search around. We have a max level enchanting table here. I didn't know anywhere else to put it. I didn't think an enchantarium would be perfect here. I might do a bookshop and have another one. I don't know. Because, like, in my survival series that I did before, I had, like, the book tower or book temple, and it had, that's where the enchantment table was. But here, this is this. I got to move all my items inside, and I think there's a little bit more interior decorating that I would like to do, but we can take up through here to go up to the next level, and this is where I'll keep all of my tools, all of my armor, that type of stuff, since this is an armory. And I want to put a few bits of armor on display around the place. You can see that here, this is where, like, the build underneath is, that they've had to replace where the exterior used to be and everything. They've replaced it with wood since that's what they could get their hands on. This is kind of like a much older material. So they tried to keep the, in lore, they tried to keep the shape and restore the building the best they could, but they still needed it to be functional, so they kind of moved things in after. Funnily enough, you can kind of make the jump from here to here. We have windows, and I love using these as shutters. They are so cool. The shelves are so cool, man. But I tried my best just to kind of make it look ancient, run down, and in repair. And I think it's come out really well. Sadly, now I have to move all my stuff inside, and, well, that's going to be fun. But this is all the time I have for this episode. It has taken me probably 4 days in total to make this episode, so yeah, it's been a bit since I made an episode, and this is definitely one of the longest times I've spent making one. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button, and if you have any more ideas for builds in the future, let me know down in the comments below. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye!